What's up, ladies and gents? This is KSigKid coming at you with another Destiny video. I know that we've seen a number of Festival of the Lost, Festival of the Cost videos from YouTubers, but I wanted to take the time to go ahead and put out my own thoughts on this matter. What I didn't like, what could be changed, what should be changed in the future, just to give my own opinions. But we ended up doing a video on Saladin's Vigil yesterday, and the Saladin's Vigil that I was using wasn't really that great as far as the perks go, and I happened to look in my Postmaster on my Warlock, and I've got a Saladin's Vigil sitting there with Braced Frame, with Quick Draw, and with Rangefinder. Holy crap. Holy crap. That's about as good as it gets. So we're definitely going to pull that one out, we're going to put it in our inventory, and we are going to use it. That is god tier, especially compared to the one that I was using yesterday. Now, it's Festival of the Lost, and if we go around to any of the social spaces, or see anybody on patrols, or anybody in the game at all, are you seeing anybody rocking out the masks? Nobody's rocking out the masks. This is, yes, week 2 of Festival of the Lost, but it's still an event in Destiny. It's still an event that's going on in Destiny, and nobody is basically participating. Now that's a problem. That's a big problem. Nobody's participating in the event. So if nobody's participating, what's the point of even having an event going on? And there's a good reason why nobody's participating, because there's nothing to participate in. Basically, these candy satchels that you can pick up from playing the game are useless. You can get 2 consumables and 1 shader, which I ended up getting on my second bag that I picked up. After that, there was absolutely no incentive for me to wear a mask. Now compare that to the candy bag that you can pretty much buy, the Treasures of the Lost, and look at all the stuff that's in here. This is ridiculous. You get 3 of these total from playing on 3 different characters, and you basically get 3 shots at getting all of this different loot. Otherwise, you have to pay in order to get this loot. This is way too much paid content, microtransaction content, compared to free content that you can actually get from playing the game. Now, I don't expect everything in the game to be for free. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying that there needs to be avenues for players to grind and get the gear that... If you have the free time and you want to play the game, you want to actually play the game that you bought, you should be able to grind out stuff. Maybe there could be 1 or 2 hidden things that are super rare that you could get maybe only from the paid bags, but that's it. We've got over 90% of the content locked behind a paywall. Locked behind a paywall, and that's unacceptable. And I'm not saying that there should be no microtransactions at all. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the people that spent their own money on those paid bags. I'm never going to tell people what they can or cannot spend their money on. That's their money to do with it what they want. I'm just saying, we've got a video game here that we bought, that we want to play. Why can't our playing help to reward us during an event that's supposed to be special for all of us? That's a problem. It's a problem, the fact that there was nothing for players to actually play and grind. We got a Sparrow, okay, that was cool, that's awesome, but that's going away in a couple days. We got a shader from actually doing the strikes. So pop your skeleton key on those chests. I got mine on my very first Nightfall completion, so that was done. We got a shader from doing the Crucible. I ended up getting that on my second Crucible match. And we got a shader from the bags. Again, I got that on my second bag. After that, done, over with. That's it. Yeah, that's not the right way to go about things. Now, I want to actually go over and take a look at Overwatch, which had a Halloween event going on, and just show you some of the stuff that you could end up grinding for in Overwatch. Yes, these things were behind paid bags as well, but in Overwatch, whenever you level up, you can also open up your Halloween bags, and they're exactly the same as the ones that you end up buying. So from playing Overwatch, and I only played Overwatch a very small amount of time. In fact, I only played Overwatch the last 2 days of the event, just because I wanted to go ahead and open it up, and I ended up actually getting one of the exotic, as far as Destiny players are concerned, one of the exotic skins. I believe there are legendary skins in Overwatch, and that was that Dr. Junkenstein. So that's pretty cool. So Overwatch has a bunch of these different skins, and I'm just showing some of the different ones. And yes, Overwatch is different from Destiny, where all of the gear that's on your character in Overwatch, it never changes. Destiny is far different, your gear actually matters, and those masks that you could buy and you could get, Bungie basically has to put those at 0 light so that they're not actually paying for content that you could actually use in the game. But that's a bit of a problem as well. Again, there's just problems all over the place. Pretty much, grinding for masks is relatively useless because they do nothing in the game. There's really no incentive to actually go out and get masks anyway. It's just a cosmetic thing, but what it does is it lowers your light to unacceptable levels as far as playing any of the endgame content. Yes, it's fun, but it's actually a detriment to you in the game, so I personally don't have any reason to go ahead and spend my actual money on something that's going to give me masks, which won't actually help me in the game at all. Now, Bungie actually already has something implemented in the game that could help that out. What if, instead of masks, we were grinding for ornaments? What if there were ornaments, maybe even for your exotics, that you could go ahead and put an ornament on, and it could go ahead and change things up a little bit? Some type of Halloween-themed ornaments for your armor or your weapons. That's cool right there. That's already infinitely cooler than the mask, which actually hurt you. Ornaments don't do anything as far as helping you in the game, but you can go ahead and put it on a weapon that you are going to use and that is going to help you in the game, and that already makes those ornaments vastly more valuable than the masks in general. So right there, we've already got a solution to why in the world would I even play this content, or why in the world would I even want to go ahead and purchase this content, because it doesn't really do anything in my game. If anything, it just hurts me in the game. Put some ornaments on stuff. Second, why in the world couldn't we just go ahead and create one new weapon, maybe one new weapon that you could grind for somewhere that you could go ahead and grind for and get. Put it behind RNG, don't put it behind a quest. I know that people are going to say that they would rather have something that's guaranteed, but for me, if I've got an event going on, I want to be playing the event, and by putting something behind RNG grinding for an event, you can get people to play and play and play and play. And yes, at the end of the event, some people will say, you know what, I played 10 billion matches and I never ended up getting the rare thing and I'm so mad at RNG. That's going to happen, but at the same time, it's going to keep people playing the event a lot more, and I think that's going to be a lot more fun. Or, solution number 3, why not treat it a little bit like Borderlands for the 2 weeks? For the 2 weeks, maybe go into your various story missions and different things that are in the game where we have a boss, and that boss has a specific ornament or item that you can go ahead and grind for. So people will then go into the bosses, go into the story missions, and play those over and over and over again, and kill the bosses over and over and over again to get something special. Like we've got that Hoodoo ornament for the bad juju. Go ahead and unlock that behind Draxus or something like that. Go ahead and put a specific boss, a specific place for people to go in and farm and kill the bosses and hopefully get the drops. Then people are going to get excited. They're going to be actually playing the game. And that's what I'm looking for in these events. I'm looking for new reasons to play the game. That's what these events are supposed to be about. The new events are supposed to be about new content to keep people vitalized and energized whenever they're playing Destiny. It's not about going ahead and opening up your wallet and playing and paying in 5 minutes, having everything done, accounted for, and boom, I'm off Destiny, I'm going back to play Overwatch or whatever the case may be. These events are supposed to be things that get us into Destiny and playing Destiny after we've completed the Nightfalls, after we've completed the raids, after we've gone flawless in Trials of Osiris. That's what these events are for. I think Bungie might be missing the mark just a little bit on that stuff, and I hope the live team learned a lesson, because if SRL is like Festival of the Lost, we're going to be in for it, and they're going to be in for it a little bit, because the community, I think they can handle mistakes. Mistakes can be made, but you can't repeat the same mistakes, and if SRL is already locked in, set, done, and it's the same as Festival of the Lost, Bungie's going to be in for it, and probably deservingly so. There's allowed to be criticism of a game even if we like it, and hopefully this criticism gets out there, and hopefully they learn from their lessons, because again, we can accept mistakes, but we can't accept continued mistakes, and there are definitely better ways that we can go about things to get people in and playing the game that we love. Anyway, guys and gals, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, smack that like button and subscribe to the channel. Check out these awesome videos. Good luck with your raids, your drops, your festival, and I'll see you around in Destiny. #NoMoreCost.